Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a basic old get ready with me. You know, I don't think I've done one of these on my channel for quite some time, and I'm going to be featuring some makeup that I haven't featured on my channel either in a while. So to me it kind of feels like playing with new makeup, but I have tried all of these products. I just don't use them often, or I kind of just forgot about them with all of the new makeup that's coming out. So if you guys want to chill with me, get ready with me, do a look with me, see what look I come up with, make sure you keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the post notification bell so you are notified every single time I upload, and make sure you check out my social media links if you want to follow me. They are here on the page as well as down in the description bar. Let's get started with the video, guys. So first we're going to go in with the brows. I'm going to use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I don't use this often, and I think it's more so just because I don't really like the color that I got. I have the color or the shade number 2, but I don't know, I feel like I don't like it that much, so I didn't use it for quite some time now. And I just feel like I have some brow products in my collection that are a little bit more creamier than this one, but this is overall a really good pencil from what I hear from other people. So we're just going to outline the brows. So you can see it comes up really nice on camera, but I just feel like I have to really like push into my skin to kind of get the color to come up. I don't know if it's just mine or if all of their pencils are like this, but personally it's not that I don't like it, I just don't really like the shade for some reason. It's just not, I don't know, I just feel like it makes my brows look kind of muddy, you know, so I don't use this very often. But you can see it fills in the brows really nice. It is a really good precision pencil, which those pencils are the pencils that I tend to go for because it's skinnier at the tip here, so you can get really precise hair-like strokes in your brows. So you can see this is what the brow looks like, super thin. I wish my brows were thicker. I just feel like my brows kind of suck. I'm gonna do the other brow off camera, and then I will be right back and we will get started with the eyes. Real quick before we get started with the eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I love this stuff. It's like hair gel or hairspray, but like for your eyebrows. This doesn't make your eyebrows feel crunchy, but it keeps your eyebrow hairs straight, and I love that. So if you're not into tinted eyebrow gel, which I didn't used to be either, this is a really good clear mascara. And we're just gonna brush this right through the brows. You guys can see it literally like separates all your brow hairs. It's so good. This is my better brow, as you can tell. This brow always looks so much better than my other brow. But remember, our brows are cousins, not sisters, so they're never gonna look the same. All right, so I just primed my eyes off camera. I used the P. Louise base, and the palette that we're gonna go in with today is the 3503 palette. So beautiful, right? I love these coral tones, these pinks, reds, browns with that pop of green and gold. It's just such a beautiful palette. So the first shade that we're gonna go in with is this shade right here. It's kind of like, I don't even know how you would describe it, kind of like a beigey orange. It's honestly probably the perfect transition shade in this whole palette. And we're gonna start by stamping it in the crease, and then we're gonna go in and blend it out, and we're basically just going to build this color up to the desired color payoff that we want. Morphe eyeshadows are some of the best eyeshadows I've ever used, so you don't have to build them up a lot because the pigment is there, and they blend so good, as you guys can tell. How are you guys holding up during this whole coronavirus stuff going around? It's so crazy. I've never seen anything like it, but it's crazy out there. People are hoarding and going crazy at the local stores, and it's like I can't even go to the store and, you know, get drinks. Like, you can't even like find food. Like, the freezer aisles are all empty. It's so crazy. Next we're gonna go in with this shade right here. It's kind of like that same orange shade we just used, but it has a brown undertone to it, and we're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go right over that in the crease. This is just going to give us some better color payoff and give us some more dimension with our eye look. Ooh, I'm getting such fall vibes vibes from this eyeshadow look, and it's not even fall. Like, I'm ready for spring already. Spring is right around the corner. It'll be spring by the time you guys see this, and honestly, I've been loving the weather lately, except it's kind of been like hot during the day and freezing cold at night, or hot one day then cold the next day. So like, it's been very confusing outside and it's been messing with my body like crazy. But I'm so ready for spring, and I'm thankful that our winter was not that bad. I'm gonna go in with a BH Cosmetics brush just to blend out the edges a little bit, just so it doesn't look as harsh. Also, happy St. Patty's Day. I know I'm late on the bandwagon. I literally forgot it was St. Patty's Day recently, so I apologize. Happy St. Patty's Day. Maybe we'll do a St. Patty's Day look in for this tutorial today. Next, what I want to do is I want to go in with a brown, so we're just going to take this shade right here. And what we're going to do with that shade is I'm just going to take a pencil brush, and we're just going to kind of stamp this on the outer corner, kind of bring it onto the lid a little bit, but not too much. I kind of want to just focus this color on the outer corner, and then just going with our original brush and just blend it out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep building it up, just because I feel like we lost a lot of color while I was blending. So I'm just gonna lightly feather this out until I feel like I got the right color payoff, if that makes sense. Just because sometimes when you blend, sometimes the color disappears, which I hate, because then it's like a constant domino effect. You keep going back in and the colors keep fading and you just end up getting nowhere. So I think what I want to do now is go in with a deeper brown. I really want to deepen up the outer crease. So we are going to go in with this shade right here. It's almost black, but it's not black. You can definitely tell it's still brown, but it's really dark. And we're going to stamp this on the outer corner as well. We're basically just going to do the same thing that we just did. I really like layering eyeshadows. I feel like it makes the look, like it just makes the look. You definitely don't have to layer all these eyeshadows, but for me, I feel like it really helps the color stand out more. See? So now let's go in with this green color. I don't think that I actually used this green color before, but let's do it, okay? Let's just do it. So I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brush, and we're gonna take the green right there, and we're going to pack that right on the lid. Ooh, that's a really pretty green. Very pigmented too. I barely had to dip my brush in the pan. There's a lot of fallout in the pan for sure, like kickback, but I feel like that's expected with almost all eyeshadows. Ooh, but that is so pretty. We're just gonna bring it over to the outer corner a little bit. Ooh, I love that. And now we're just gonna go back in with that darker brown just to kind of blend the two shades together. Just like that. Ooh, this is looking so pretty. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to finish the other eye off camera, and then we will get started with the face makeup. All right, so I finished this eye off camera. I think I like this one a little bit more. I feel like it's a little bit more blended than this one, but one eye is always better than the other, as is for everything else in my life. But for primer, we're gonna go in with this Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I actually really love this. You can use this as your moisturizer or as your primer, or both, since it's a 2-in-1. It has hyaluronic acid in it, and it leaves the skin super dewy and hydrated. I love this stuff so much. And it is like a watery consistency, so it is water-based, which means that your skin will just drink it up. Next, for foundation, we're gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I love this foundation. It is by far one of my favorite and the best foundation at the drugstore. The only downfall is it does have a scent, so if you are not into scents or you're sensitive to them, this might not work for you, but kind of just smells like perfume, kind of. But to me, it smells good. So we're just going to pounce this into the skin. Also, I got a pimple here on my mustache, and I don't know how that happened. I've never had a pimple there before. Have any of you guys had that happen to you? Let me know in the comments below. But this foundation is really good. It has really good coverage, and it truly does last all day. I don't know about 24 hours like the claim says, but it is for sure a really long-lasting foundation. And it's from the drugstore too, so you know that it's affordable, because we do not need to be spending $300 to look good. I think the drugstore has been really stepping up their game lately. Like, the products are evolving so much and they're just becoming so advanced that like they're coming for the higher brands. Let me tell you, the name brands, they're coming for you. You guys can see this blended so good, and I didn't even really have to like keep blending over and over again. It's so easy to blend. Here is the foundation. This is the skin without any powder and concealer, of course, and you can see it looks flawless. For concealer, we're gonna go in with the Benefit Boing Concealer. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Boing Concealer. I've had this for so long, I don't even know the name of it. Great. This is their Cakeless Concealer. I used to avidly use this. And I'm only going to apply a little bit. Real quick, for the foundation, I have the shade 405, which I think is the lightest or second to lightest shade, and then for the concealer I have the shade number 2, and we're gonna go in and blend this right out. I would say it's cakeless. I don't think it looks cakey, but then again, I don't apply that much, so I think if you're very heavy-handed and you apply too much product, I think as with any product, it will eventually become cakey. So I wouldn't say that this is cakeless. I think if you start small and work your way up, you can manage to use as much as you want without making it cakey, if that makes sense. But I definitely think that all products can become cakey if you apply too much of the product. And you guys can see that really brightens the under eye. It kind of has like a peach undertone, so it's really going to cover those dark circles under your eyes. So if you guys don't know, peach counteracts like blue and purple hues, so that is why a lot of people will go in with like peach colored color correctors under their eyes. Next, for powder, we're gonna go in with the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder. I actually don't know how I feel about this. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. I don't use it enough to kind of know what my thought is on it, but we're gonna use it in today's tutorial since I haven't used it in a while, and we're going to set the whole face. I don't remember hating it, which is good, but it's just when you try so many products, sometimes you forget how you feel about a product. Like, you feel overwhelmed, you can't keep up. That's kind of how I feel as well. But so far, it's looking pretty good on the skin. I don't know why I don't use this that often. I think it's just because I have so many powders in my collection that I don't like going out of my comfort zone all that much, so I tend to just stick to what I know. But looking up close, the skin doesn't look bad. My dry patches are a little emphasized, but what else is new? And I do have some creasing around my nose, but I think this is looking pretty good. Right now, I'm kind of on the fence for a setting powder that doesn't take away a dewy finish, you know? I know setting powders are supposed to be mattifying, but I have to set my face or my makeup will just come off throughout the day. But then it just takes away the dewiness of a lot of the foundations that I use, or it makes me look more dry. So if you guys have any recommendations on any good setting powders that are made to like make your skin glow, but like also set your makeup, let me know. I have the e.l.f. Halo powder and I really like that. It does mattify, but I don't think it mattifies a lot to the point where like I can't see the dewy finish of my foundation. But this actually made my skin look really, really good. Next, we're going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to use the Maybelline City bronzer. I've been using this recently and I love it, and also it smells so good. It smells like Physicians Formula. And we're just going to bronze up this pale ass face. Side note, tip, if you guys want to make your forehead look smaller, not that I need to, I feel like I have a pretty average normal sized forehead, but I just tend to always put bronzer or contour like on my forehead. But if you want to make your forehead appear smaller, you can put some bronzer or contour on your forehead and it'll make it look smaller. I love this bronzer. It blends out so nice. This is the color, or it's in the shade 200. I think there's 3 shades, I want to say, but this is number 200, and I feel like it just looks so good on the skin and you can really deepen it up. I always add a few extra layers just because I feel like it's maybe a little too light for my skin, but you can see it definitely warmed up the skin. And we're gonna put some on the jawline as well today. I don't do this part often, but if you want to make your jaw look a little more snatched, you can apply some bronzer there. And if you want to get rid of a double chin, you can add it under your chin as well. I don't usually do this part often because I feel like I forget to like blend it, you know? I feel like it doesn't look good. Like, I can't see that it's fully blended like other people can see, so I tend to skip that step, but it is something that you can do for sure. For blush, we're gonna go in with the Glowing in Grease palette. I actually have been really enjoying this, but I think I only put it on my channel once or twice twice, so I wanted to feature in today's video. I'm going to take the shade right here, Mykonos. It's like a really pretty corally color, and we're gonna apply this right to the cheeks. Y'all know I do not like a bright pink blush. I never have, and I don't think I ever will. So I tend to stick to some coral blushes, but you guys already know that. I don't need to repeat it. I don't want to sound like a broken record to you guys, but for those of you that are new to my channel, I like to kind of repeat myself so that way they know as well. But you can see this blush, very pigmented. You get a lot of color payoff. And what I like about it is you get 3 blushes and 3 highlighters. So it is honestly the best of both worlds. I think this was $16, so honestly, I don't think that's bad at all for the price. Next for highlighter, I'm really excited for this product. I actually don't think they sell this anymore, but it has been a hot minute since I've used this. This is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in Eclipse. This is with his collaboration with Manny MUA. It is such a beautiful highlighter. Like, it's so pretty. It's kind of glittery, but I really wish they still made this because I remember dying over this when I found out that they were collaborating. And you know, it's Jeffree Star, so like he has some really amazing highlighter formulas from what I hear. But you guys can see it's really, really blinding. It's like a pink champagne highlighter, and I just feel like this would look so beautiful on so many different skin types. All right, so now we're gonna finish with the lower lash line. I'm just going to take that dark brown that we used, kind of just put it on the lower lash line, and then I'm gonna take that lighter brown and kind of just blend that out. I don't plan on doing anything fancy on the lower lash line. I think I'm just gonna use these 2 browns. You guys know I don't really do too much for the lower lash line because I feel like all the action, we want it focused on the top, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to draw a lot of attention to the lower lash line, so I think we'll just keep it like that. Again, doing the same thing over here. We're just applying that deeper dark brown, the one that I said is almost black, but you can still tell is brown. It's very deep. And then going in with that lighter brown and just kind of blending it out. And I like to bring it up to the outer corner just so everything blends seamlessly together. Ooh, love that. For eyeliner today, we're gonna go in with the ColourPop Cream Gel Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Electric Daisy. And we're gonna apply this right to the waterline. Just like that, it just gives us a really nice pop of color. And for the inner corner highlight and the brow bone highlight, we're just going to go in with this like white shade. It's not really white, it's kind of like a beigey white, and we're just going to use that on the inner corner and on the brow bone. This doesn't have any shimmer in it, so I feel like this palette, I think when I did my review on this, one of my cons was that it doesn't have a inner corner highlight or a brow bone highlight, but I really don't feel like dipping into another palette just for that, so that's why we are using that color. Now we're gonna go in with mascara. I'm just gonna use the NARS Climax mascara. You guys know I love this stuff. I'm actually like out of it. I need to get a new tube. This stuff really separates the lashes and it makes them look so lengthy and voluminous. But like I said, mine's like empty and like dried out, so it's not gonna look as good on my lashes, but trust me when I tell you it's a really good mascara. I'm just gonna apply some lashes off camera and I'll be right back to finish this video. All right, you guys, I am back. I applied my lashes. These are the Ardell Wispy lashes. You guys know I love these, along with Salon Perfect and Kiss lashes. They just leave your lashes so voluminous and lengthy, and they're so affordable. For lips, you can see my lips like aren't even, but whatever. I used the NYX Lip Lingerie in the push-up one, and this is in the color Push-Up. I really like these actually. They're matte and they are supposed to plump your lips, so they feel really minty on the lips, which I really like. So yeah guys, that is it for this video. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. What do you guys think of the look? I definitely didn't plan on doing a look with green, but I kind of just went with the flow, and I really like how it turned out. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, if you want to see more content, and make sure you check out my social media. They are down below in the description bar. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!